What's up YouTube, it's POCG here, and today I have an epic deck profile of Magical Musketeers. Now, this deck is pretty competitive and has been seeing some tops at regionals, so I'm super excited to present this to you guys. Also, stick around to the end of the video for my epic Ultimate Rare giveaway. First off, let's go ahead and start off with our monster lineup, starting off with our 6 hand traps, 3 Ash Blossom and Joyous Springs. Really awesome card here, pretty much staple. A lot of people are playing this card at 3. Alright, next, moving on to our next hand trap, which I am playing 3 Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit. The reason I amped this up from 2 to 3 is I am playing 1 emergency teleport just to get that extra body on board. Also has a great effect and also pretty current against the current meta. Alright, so that is our hand traps. I would play Phantasme if I had them, but I don't, so I'm sticking with these guys here. And if anything, I would see you maybe dropping 1 and 1 and playing 2 of each, because they are both once per turn, but I haven't had any problems with them lately. So that's all for our hand traps. Moving on to our Magical Musketeer monster lineup. Play quite a bit of them, and this is the rest of my monsters. So to start us off, we play 3 Magical Musketeer Caspar. Caspar is pretty epic. He is our searcher card of the deck. Alright, moving on to our next Magical Musketeer monster. Continuing, we have Magical Musketeer Doc, which adds from graveyard to hand. And all of these monsters have effect that when you have them on the field, you're able to, during either player's turn, activate Magical Musketeer spell or trap cards from your hand. And during either player's turn, I think that's pretty epic. Alright, moving on to our next Magical Musketeer monster. I am playing 2 Magical Musketeer Kid Brave. And Kid Brave is pretty epic because he is kind of the draw power of the deck. You get to discard a Magical Musketeer card from your hand and draw 2 cards, which is pretty epic. I was playing 3, but I realized there's a lot of times where I don't have any extra Magical Musketeer cards to discard. So I've had 2 of those. And our next 3 of is going to be Magical Musketeer Starfire, which helps you special summon from the deck. She's one of the best cards in the deck that allows you to get lots of advantage. Pretty amazing card, and I think going for $12 to $15 at the moment. So we played 3 of the Starfire, which is also a level 4. And to round off our monsters, we're playing 1 Magical Musketeer Calamity. Calamity is pretty awesome because it allows you to special summon from the grave a Magical Musketeer monster. So that is all of my Magical Musketeer monsters. And then the 6 hand traps complete our monster lineup for the deck. Alright, moving on to our spells and traps. We play a lot of spells in this deck, starting off with 1 Monster Reborn. I use this just because if they get rid of your 1 normal summon, you usually don't have a lot to fall back on, whereas you can at least Monster Reborn and continue with your plays. Next, I play 1 Emergency Teleport, and my only target is going to be Ghost Ogre, but it's nice. It spans you a level 3 and a free body on board, and easily able to climb up with link boards and also set up a negate. And I play 1 great win condition card, which is going to be double or nothing. And this card's searchable, which is pretty fantastic. You just don't want to see it in your opening hand. Next, I play 2 Instant Fusions. I play Instant Fusion because you can go into Thousand Eyes Restrict and also the Mud Dragon, but just a nice card to kind of help facilitate some extenders in your deck. Since this is can go either first or second, I do play in the main deck 2 Mind Controls. I prefer to go second so that I can start breaking boards, but really Mind Control is a pretty awesome card in this format. Alright, moving on to our 3 ofs. I play 3 Pot of Desires. Yes, drawing Pot of Desires into Pot of Desires is never fun, but I do need the draw support, and this in combination with most of your Magical Musketeer monsters is pretty broke. And so we have 3 of the Pot of Desires. Alright, moving on to one of my favorite cards of the deck. A little conflictual, but still reaps a lot of advantage if you can get this off first turn or second turn. Ties of the Brethren. If you guys don't know what this does, is pay 2,000 life points, target 1 level 4 lower monster you control. For the rest of the turn, after this card resolves, you cannot special summon monsters. Also, special summon 2 monsters from your deck with the same type, attribute and level as a monster, but with different names from each other of that monster. You cannot conduct your battle phase to turn to activate this card, so it's pretty awesome if you can just like summon and then summon 2 more and then start activating spell cards and gaining tons of advantage. I know a lot of people cut this from the main deck, but I still think it's pretty awesome. And last but not least, I play 3 Magical Musket Cross Domination. an amazing card. If you control a Magical Musketeer monster, you could target one face-up monster on the field until the end of the turn. You could change its attack defense to 0, and you also get to negate its effect. And doing that during either player's turn is pretty broken. And that winds down with our monster lineup. Now, moving on to our traps. We only play 6 traps, so to start off, we play 1 Magical Musket Dancing Needle, and this card allows you to banish 3 cards from the graveyard, so definitely great against current meta. We played 2 Magical Musket Last Stand. I'm thinking about bumping this back up to 3, but for now I've been liking it at 2. And this one is just a counter trap that negates the activation of a spell or trap card while you control a Magical Musketeer. So pretty awesome there. And last but not least, I play 3 Magical Musket Desperado. Now this card's awesome because if you control a Magical Musketeer monster, you can target one face-up card on the field and destroy it. And pretty broke, and it's the fact that you can use it from your hand is really exciting. So that is my traps, spells, and monsters of the deck. Now let's go ahead and head into the extra deck. Now again, this deck is pretty competitive because of this card that we're about to see here, and that is the 3 of Magical Musketeer Max. Pretty awesome because you only need 1 Magical Musketeer monster to make it. It's a rank 1, and it's got an amazing ability that you can either A, add cards when this is Link Summon, spells and traps, different names up to the number of monsters your opponent controls, or you can special summon Magical Musketeers with different names from your deck up to the number of spell and trap cards your opponent controls. And you can only use that effect once per turn, but massive advantage if you can pull it off. Alright, next we go into Link Karibo, and this is just for my instant fusion, Thousand Eyes restrict target. We also have 1 Security Dragon for the deck. This card I've gone into a couple times, and that is Hip. I don't know how to pronounce that, but he's pretty awesome. It's just 2 light monsters. Pretty cool thing is if this card's destroyed with battle card effect, you can target a light monster in your graveyard, add it to your hand. Not too bad there. And then I do play Nightmare Cerberus. I would also play Unicorn along with the deck. I think I just have to find it, but I would play Magical Musketeer, or I would play Unicorn, and maybe even Phoenix. And then I also play Ningirsu, the World Chalice Warrior. Alright, that winds up our Link monsters. Now let's go ahead and go into our fusion monsters, which I just play 2 of at the moment, and that is Thousand Eyes Restrict and Mud Dragon of the Swamp. And those are my instant fusion targets. Alright, now to end with our XYZ monsters, we play 1 Phantom Knights of Breaksword, 1 Abyss Dweller, very great against the current metagame. And we also play our Utopia package, which is going to be 1 Utopia Double, 1 Utopia, and Utopia the Lightning. Another great win condition of the deck. I've won so many duels with the Utopia Lightning and or the Max card. So overall, the deck's pretty competitive. I don't think it's like YCS material, but I have been seeing it play in regionals. Oh, sorry about the camera. Go ahead and rip through this real quick for you guys. But a lot of fun. Magical Musketeers have been doing so well lately. In like some of the top 8 regional scenes, and I've even been seeing it bubble too. So hoping some more support comes its way. That would be pretty awesome. Anyways guys, I hope you enjoyed this brief and quick Magical Musketeer deck profile. Now for those of you who have stuck around to the end of the video, I do have a giveaway. If you simply like the video, comment below your favorite deck, and subscribe if you're not already, you'll be entered into my giveaway, which will be announced in tomorrow's upload video, but you will have the chance to receive 10 ultimate rare Yu-Gi-Oh cards, random, and they should all be in fair condition. And so all you have to do again is like the video, comment your favorite deck below, and subscribe if you're not already, and you'll be entered into my giveaway to potentially win 10 ultimate rare Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Well guys, that's the end of my video. Make sure, again, to like the video, comment below your favorite deck to get entered in the drawing, and subscribe if you're not already. That would mean the world to me. Thank you guys so much for sticking around for the whole video and checking out the giveaway and the awesome Magical Musketeer deck list. Hoping for some new support in the deck. But guys, as always, we'll catch you on the next video.